On the PS4, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we are entering the 59th game of the NBA season as the San Antonio Spurs take on the Houston Rockets. It's been a great year. We're currently on a 2-game winning streak over our win against the Utah Jazz. The last game, which we struggled early on, only scoring 5 points in the first quarter. We ended up winning irony by 5, 58-53 in a competitive game against Utah, which went down to the wire. Just great defense and free throw making. We were 14 of 14 from the field, I believe, in free throws. So that was an interesting game. But today, ladies and gentlemen, is the Houston Rockets. It will end the February calendar of the NBA season. And then we got the Pistons, the Pelicans, in the next 2 games after that. So, of course, we got OKC 3 times. We got Golden State 3 times coming up in the next month of the schedule. We're only going to have, I think, 23, 24 games left of the season after this game. So the season's coming up to a wrap very soon, and then the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. So how will we do today against Houston? Well, we're on the road. We'll find out right now. It's a 44-win San Antonio team against a 22-win Houston team. And let's find out how we do here in this game today, ladies and gentlemen, as we head to the Toyota Center in Houston, Texas.
2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the sports excited. I mean, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so glad. In this game, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Houston Rockets. And for Houston, they seem to be tapping into their full potential more and more as the season moves along. I think lately, we're seeing a more accurate picture of who this team really is than we saw in the early part of the season. Fellas, it seems like so much goes into being successful at the professional level. I want to ask a more general question. What was the key to your success as a player and as a champion?
You know what? Most people would say you would start at the top, but I'll start where it began. Wilmot Benjamin, Tom Donahue, coaches who've helped me at my AAU, early stages out, then going to the late, great Jack Curran in high school. Those were the ones. And honestly, there's no bigger than family. My brother Vince and my dad were the ones who really got me there.
Well, you got to have great teammates. You know, I'm the first one to say, yeah, I have 4 championships, but one of my favorite teammates, Big Shot Bob, he saved me so many times. Another one of my favorite teammates, B. Shaw, he saved me. Rick Fox, he saved me. So, got to have great teammates, great organizations. You know, they allow you to focus on what you do and what you do best, as long as family and friends and all that. And earlier, I remember when you interviewed me when I was 18 years old.
I remember that. Now, I just started at Turner, went to San Antonio, and did a feature on Big Shaq.
Wow, that's incredible.
It was.
Yeah.
I haven't changed at all, have I?
No, you still look beautiful.
I had more hair.
Good genes or good docs?
He's got good doctors.
Let's get to Kevin Harlan. Kev.
Welcome, folks.
Alright, guys, here we go for the 59th game of the NBA season. The Spurs versus the Houston Rockets. Dwight Howard, James Harden lead the Houston team against Kawhi Leonard, who is pretty much the league MVP as it stands right now in the season. Can Houston pull out the win here today, or will our Spurs continue with the 3-game winning streak over the Houston Rockets? And here we go from Houston, Texas.
Were really falling, weren't they? I mean, great shooting, especially when you consider it was on the road.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor.
And LaMarcus Aldridge gets us started. The nice shot on Dwight Howard there.
Aldridge out there with Kawhi Leonard. Green against Harden.
Nice challenge there.
Houston on D. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, in a game where offensively they were about as inconsistent as you're ever going to see them.
They needed to make
Kawhi Leonard,
but it just never happened for them. And when you can't string things together, it's tough sledding. It's a tough way to go.
Here is Harden. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Lawson in the corner. Brewer with the ball. Howard draws the double. 6 on the shot clock. And it's good.
That's a nice throw. That was a 2. Corey Brewer with his foot on the line, but it's still 2.
And the Spurs with possession.
For Dwight Howard, guys, there were 2 or 3 seasons in Orlando and LA that
Kawhi Leonard with the 3.
Soap opera. So now, to me, it seems like he's happy and settled, though, here in Houston.
And here's Lawson. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Lawson gets to Montejunas.
Oh, that's a 3
off Lawson's feet.
by the big guy.
Montejunas has got himself on the board with 3 there.
That's a huge shot for Houston.
3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Spurs passing it around. Green, the pass to Aldridge. Kicks it out to Leonard. Over in the corner, Green.
Oh, bad
Stolen
pass.
by Harden. Screen by Howard. Here's Brewer.
Brewer, it takes a, I don't know how good of a shot that would have been.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Danny Green draws the foul on Dwight Howard.
He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
And really, the defense found
Wow, I missed the free throw. After we were 14 of 14 in the previous game.
No reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
The Rockets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. It's Harden with the drive.
Oh, James Harden with that thunderous dunk.
He went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
Not when you can throw it down like that.
Yes, sir.
Nice challenge shot there. And Ty Lawson gonna
have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have
Houston takes the lead.
You wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
Here's Parker. Ty Lawson making his last shot.
Oh, Kawhi Leonard couldn't make it over.
Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Harden's got the ball on the wing. Harden looking for Montejunas. He gets it there. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
And Houston
Montejunas has got
keeping
5.
San Antonio on their toes early in the first quarter.
It's no secret that they take a very analytical approach to team building. Greg, you and I talked about that. And Clark, you know, you wonder if that hurts them in free agency.
Well, you know, when your front office makes no qualms about viewing players as simply just assets, it can be a hard sell to a free agent.
Aldridge kicks to Leonard. 4 on the clock. They get it again.
Tony Parker with the rebound.
No good.
And the Spurs unable to get anything going on that possession.
They're on a 9-1 run right now. Leonard with the steal.
Kawhi Leonard with the steal.
And Parker with a clear path to the hoop. Shot's good. Parker's
Timeout,
got his
Houston.
first basket of the night.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
And guys, Dwight Howard's an interesting guy, one of the most physically imposing players in our league, and yet he's known for his lighthearted, almost playful nature.
Now here's Beverly.
That's it, Beverly.
Here's the screen. The feed to McGee.
Oh, they're trying to get the big guys out of the paint.
Dishes to McGee. Pass to Brewer. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far. And for Howard,
all right, here we go, guys. Down by 3 early on.
Remain positive. He's done all those things and still competed in the rough and tumble world of pro basketball.
Yeah, and yet some of his peers and contemporaries have gone at him. Durant, for instance,
Kawhi Leonard with the 3.
Question his desire.
8 points for Kawhi Leonard to start this ball game.
Rockets have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them.
Patrick Mills with the steal.
Transition. Here come the Spurs.
Here goes Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Kawhi Leonard got off to a great start again in this ball game.
On the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And so it's Houston with it, following the bucket by the Spurs. 5 on the clock to the right side with the shot. And it's Beverly.
Everybody shot there.
And a fast break now for the Spurs. And here's Leonard from 3.
Oh, I didn't get a good look at it. Oh well. That will end the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. The Spurs lead 15-13 over their in-state rival Houston, Texas, as we get ready for the second quarter here at the Toyota Center in Houston, Texas.
And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure around the league, subject to a lot of criticism, but he says he takes comfort in playing the game he still loves.
Basketball. This is my passion. You know, on the court, it's my sanctuary. You know, I want to have fun. The reason I play is to win championships. I take this game very seriously.
It's an interesting concept that Dwight has to take something very seriously in order to have fun. He does say he
Here we go,
has a
guys.
burning
The second quarter.
to win a championship. He's been in the finals, and this is a guy that's got still a lot to shoot for, he feels, in his career.
That's a great point, Kevin. And the challenge for Dwight is how to balance how serious he is and how
JaVale
passionate
McGee.
he is with having that fun
Oh, this is bad defense.
that he's after.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And what do you guys think so far about
Tony
the
Parker
offensive
gets the
approach
nice
for the
roll.
Spurs?
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Harden out there with J.J. Barea. Then there's JaVale McGee. Then it's Thornton.
Tim Duncan
and it's
with a nice
Capella
steal.
in at the 4 slot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Now here's Mills. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Out to Duncan. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. No good from
You
Ginobili.
normally have a good look. Just didn't do it there.
And the Spurs last season became the first franchise to hire
Terrible foul by Patty
assistant
Mills.
coach. A big step, not just for the Spurs, but really for all of the NBA.
Houston making some changes. Howard comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Montiunas in for Capella. The Spurs also with the sub, Daniel Green. He's checked in for Patty Mills. Now here's Barea. He averages about 5 points a game. Montiunas has the open look.
Boris Diaw
And
with the
space
rebound.
there, but it's offline. As Gravy is talking about, the assistant that was hired.
Ginobili
was
with the
Becky Hammond, a phenomenal
reverse
player for a
layup.
very long time in the WNBA. And Clark, you know, you and I were talking about this before. She was a perfect candidate to become the first full-time female assistant.
Yeah, I agree with
Barea.
you. It might not seem like that big a
Nothing
deal to
there.
some, but this was a big-time barrier breaker that the Spurs pulled.
Oh, Danny Green got fouled by Harden.
Check out the stats.
And Danny Green goes to the
Over
foul
the last
line.
10 games or so, he's really shown up. He's averaging 14 points a game, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. Just solid all-around performances we've been seeing from him, delivering night in and night out.
And you know, that's what stars do. It isn't always about scoring 50 points. It's about making plays.
Nice
consistent.
defense by Boris
That's terrific
Diaw.
defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Diaw, the pass to Allman. They kick it out to Green. Off target with his 3. Rockets trailed by 5. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And the basket by Thornton.
Nice
Thornton's got
layup.
his first bucket of
Houston
the night.
trying to stay in this ball game.
San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. It's Parker with the drive.
Parker,
And he leaves
nice
it
layup by
straight
Tony
in.
Parker.
Parker's
And
got the
timeout by
lead up to
Houston.
5 now for San Antonio.
Really, that's his specialty right there, finding that angle and then going hard to the rim.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And how good a playmaker has Tony Parker been? One of the
Houston's
best
got to try to
in
figure out how to
recent
do
history.
something
All-time
against the
leader in
Spurs
assists
here.
for the Spurs over his 14 years there. Just a crafty guy with the ball in his hand.
Pick up the foul on Kawhi, by
Austin's checked
Kawhi
in,
Leonard.
And San Antonio with the change here too. Leonard's checked in. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes
Dwight
played
Howard
so far.
can't get the jumper to go.
And continuing our talk of Tony Parker, the first year he laced up his sneakers.
Oh,
He
turnover.
increased the tempo for that entire Spurs offense, and it continues to this day.
Yeah, and the increase in floor spacing and tempo, a big
Lawson
reason the Admiral,
from
Tim
long
Duncan,
range with the 3.
won the championship together in 2003, and obviously Duncan and Parker have won a few more rings since then.
And here is Parker, following Ty Lawson's 3. Beyond the arc, and that's good.
Kawhi Leonard with his
for
own 3.
Leonard's got 13.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
Oh, and Dwight Howard got fouled by Aldridge.
He's on the money, that's no doubt.
Boy, that's a nice feed by Lawson.
Corey Brewer's checked in for Houston. Patrick Beverly comes in for James Harden. The Rockets shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And thus far, really not their year when you talk about.
Oh, Kawhi Leonard lost the ball.
70% clip on the season.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit.
Timeout, San Antonio.
It's not a huge drop-off.
A turnover by the Spurs led
and guys, Patrick
to a layup by Ty Lawson.
Perfect fit for the Rockets alongside James Harden. You know, Beverly is in that
Spurs only lead by 1
as a 3 and D guy. And remember, also, even though he's the point guard, he doesn't need the ball to be effective.
Parker to the lane.
Just sliding up for threes, and he's a hounding on-ball defender.
Just terrible defense by the
hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Lawson kicks to Moniunas on the wing. Brewer. Here is Lawson. He has 7. Parker with the steal.
Steal.
To the inside. The drive by Green.
Danny Green with the layup.
Now it's a 5-point San Antonio lead.
We're up by 5. 29-24 is your score right now.
He signed a new contract this past offseason.
And a nice value for the Rockets.
Wow, it looks like I never even touched him.
Really transcends the stat sheet. That's often the case for those guys that are all defense caliber players.
And continuing to expand his arsenal last season, Patrick Beverly, the guard for the Rockets. Career highs in assists and rebounds per game, and he's one of the smallest guys on the floor.
Yeah, and he's really working on the details.
Spurs gonna get a little rest here.
Becoming a guy that has coaches trust him to handle the basketball.
Patty Mills, that was a long three. Can't get it to go.
Trailed by 4.
Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have an opportunity to get.
Man, we're just struggling from 3-point range with the rest of the team.
Lawson making his last shot. Here's West, and it's San Antonio.
David West just pulled a jumper there.
You know, talking about Beverly, his wrist injury really changed things for the Rockets at the end of last season. Suddenly, 37-year-old Jason Terry had to take on big minutes at the point, and he was serviceable.
Oh, that was a block.
They missed Beverly's toughness on defense, particularly.
A 3 from Leonard. That falls.
Kawhi Leonard with the 3.
16 points for Leonard.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
McGee makes a nice layup.
Down to 5 on the bucket from McGee.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the
Patty Mills lays it up, and that should be good.
Advantage and expect to contest it.
And
Patrick Beverly cannot believe he got the shot off.
Yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
Yeah, that's how it looked to me, and that's the call we should see here, but no harm in going back to the footage and making absolutely certain.
Ball is out of the hand, ladies and gentlemen, and it will count as a 3 for Patty Mills to end the quarter and end the half here in Houston.
And they've taken a look at it, and they've overturned the call. They've overturned the call. They're calling the basket good, Greg.
Yeah, and that's why we have replay.
37-29, the score at halftime.
Really a good job to take
a good half by San Antonio.
It would have been a shame if they'd been cheated out of those points.
And so that's the end of the first half. It's the Spurs. They lead by 8. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Coach Popovich, a strong first half for you. Was the up-tempo pace part of the game plan?
Well, we've upped the pace. It's what we need to do because we're not as good a defensive team as we used to be, so something's got to give somewhere.
Pop, thanks for the time, guys.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first half action for you. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 16 points, 4 assists, and 1 steal. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio played? How about you, Kenny? What did you think about Houston?
Well, right now, they're getting a little embarrassed on the defensive end. They got outshot in the first half. But that's because no one put their foot down on defense to stop it. So in the second half, they need to play much more disruptive defensively. They have to do whatever it takes.
That does it for halftime as the game is just about set to get going again. We send you back to Kevin Harlan and crew for the third quarter.
And now the third quarter had to get going.
Leonard playing extremely well.
All right, guys, here we go.
16
Go to the
points,
third
and he's hit
quarter.
4 from beyond the arc. A weapon with those three-point shots.
You said it. His long-range jumpers are having a deadly effect.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Kawhi Leonard is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And Howard with the stuff.
Dwight Howard with a nice dunk.
I'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly
Let's
if
see
he
what we
does.
can do.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
Now, here's Parker. They kick it out to Green. Pass to Aldridge. From 11 feet away.
Aldridge, King, offensive
Outside
board.
Leonard. He feeds it to Green. That's good.
Danny Green with the three.
Assist. Leonard's got 5 assists in the game.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be. Well, you know that.
And Dwight Howard is starting to assert himself in this ball game. I think the last couple times we played Houston, you guys, I had to go up against Dwight Howard.
And 11 inches wide. Wow.
Kawhi Leonard with the three.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
A long time in San Antonio, it's been about the big three, and rightfully so with all their wins. And Kawhi Leonard
43-33, the score
And the big three
here in the third quarter.
And are trying to ease the transition.
And
period.
Kawhi Leonard gets called for a foul.
They'll make a smooth transition, won't they, Kevin?
Absolutely. The Spurs making a switch here. Duncan's checked in. Here is Harden. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. And Brewer kicks to Lawson. Odiunas, that's a screen for Lawson. Shot clock at 6. Lawson is double. Houston needs to get a shot. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation.
Oh, wow.
And guys, for Kawhi Leonard and the Spurs, Coach Popovich already sees him as the next guy. He told Leonard not to think of the big three, but to think of himself as the big one.
J.J. Barea is checked in for the Rockets.
Barea got behind the defense, and that's a 4-point good play by Houston.
His first 3 points of the game.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Inside.
Oh, nice shot inside the paint.
And that assist
I thought he got
from his
around Dwight Howard
at
the wrong spot. But.
And guys, with what Popovich said about Leonard, small things like that can be the catalyst to get a player to reach greatness. Sooner or later, this will be Kawhi's team.
Now, here's Green. Harden missing his last shot. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And it's Parker in the corner. Outside, Green. Duncan outside. No good off the front iron. Houston's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Brewer pushes to Howard. Great tee that time from Green.
Well, he won't miss many of those.
And Tim Duncan just
Especially with the defender not in the
scoreless.
best of
Oh, I
positions.
wanted to give it to Timmy there.
Tipped away.
Oh, Tim Duncan got
Odiunas with the
stripped
steal.
there.
Now the dish to Barea. No luck. And San Antonio will go
Parker
the other
with
way
the rebound.
And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town.
Kawhi Leonard with the layup.
Before hitting the road again.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Now here's Barea. Odiunas, a screen on Parker. Shot off the pick. The Rockets with another miss. Spurs
Rockets have gone
10.
cold.
Here we go, one-on-one.
Oh, no. Take it back.
Green, the pass to Parker. Here's Duncan. And the
Duncan
shot
just
falls short
cannot
this
get
time.
nothing going.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing
Timeout
that
San
shot.
Antonio.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Clark, last season we saw Moni Eunice make some nice strides.
Yeah, big uptick in his scoring efficiency, Kevin. Both his shooting from beyond the arc and from within the arc increased.
Now here's Mills. West kicks to Ginobili. San Antonio again missing. Harden dishes to Beverly. West with the block.
Oh, blocked by David West.
Leonard against Harden. And Capella
Oh,
sends it
man,
back.
what a block.
Harden kicks to Thornton. And there's the whistle.
And Ginobili
Harden
picks
the
up the
shot.
foul.
Will go to the line.
And guys, the wheels really fell off of Marcus Thornton's game last year. This was a deadly shooter who averaged over 21 points a game only a few seasons ago. But last season, under double figures at 9 per contest.
LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for San Antonio.
Oh my God, another defensive lapse.
Here's Beverly. Rebound San Antonio.
Defense by
Solid
the Spurs
rebound there.
here.
And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
David West with a nice pull-up
column in the
jumper.
stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Turnover,
On the topic of
Houston.
Thornton, Greg, last season he wasn't all bad. He did hit a career high 42% of his threes. Clark, the problem is he didn't provide anything else.
Yeah, he's an Allen wrench. He's a specialist. I mean, he's never been a great playmaker, rebounder, or defender. His money is made with his jump shot.
Ty Lawson, he's checked in for James Harden. Lawson outside. Two on the clock.
Oh, the block! And that will end the quarter.
The points coming in bunches.
49-41 here in Houston. The Spurs lead.
lead by
5
8.
minutes
And
remain
we're coming
in
back
Houston,
just a moment.
Texas.
Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Spurs leading by 8. Moni Eunice and Howard the post pair. Thornton out there with Lawson, and it's Brewer in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Now here's Ginobili. Parker right side. The 3 from Mills, and it's good.
Patty Mills with the 3.
Parker. Parker's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Lawson against Ginobili. Takes the 3. No good from
Air
Lawson.
ball.
The Spurs shooting around 60% on the night. Amazing work offensively so far.
Ginobili couldn't get the shot to go, but I thought he was fouled on that
Houston's gone
play.
3 of 4 from long range in the game. Lawson outside. That doesn't go either for Lawson.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
It's Aldridge penetrating, and that one's good.
And Marcus Aldridge.
Pass
Spurs lead by
the fearless
14.
Manu Ginobili. Great teamwork.
Rockets trail by 13. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Thornton passes to Lawson. In it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him in this game.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still...
Aldridge with the
You've
dunk.
got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And
Timeout
he
Houston.
He made it look easy that time.
Spurs lead by 13.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Yes, guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message Houston's coach was giving to his team. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make
And
a
Dwight
stand
Howard got
defensively,
blocked.
get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it?
Nice defense.
And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way.
Kawhi Leonard with the under the rim layup. 23 for Kawhi
And now
Leonard.
we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for San Antonio.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition?
Duncan's
on the
defense
fast
on
break
Dwight
tonight.
Howard.
That's been a huge factor as well.
Now here's Green. Dwight Howard missing his last shot.
Oh, Tim Duncan took a hard shot.
And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
Wow, Tim Duncan took an incredible shot there.
Nobody near Parker.
Parker with the jump shot.
Is right on target.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
The shot by Lawson, wide open. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And that's 13 points for Lawson. San Antonio leading by 15. Parker kicks to Duncan. And he drops
Duncan finally gets something going.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Eunice's shot is good.
I love
San Antonio going to call a timeout
on that one. And one thing that everybody loves about Coach Pop is his frankness. You get a taste of it in interviews, but he's as honest and straightforward with you as he is with anybody else.
Kicks to Leonard. 3-pointer. And again,
Kawhi
it's San
Leonard.
Antonio with a 3.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers.
We're 9 for 15 from the field and 3-pointers.
Rotations have been non-existent.
Here's Harden on the wing. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Now here's Harden. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Howard dishes to Lawson. Here's Eunice. That one falls. Coming off
Final minute, 18.
Lawson's got 4 assists now tonight.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Spurs.
The sheer volume of 3-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one, Kevin, and then they do it again. It worked.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
And not just a win tonight, guys, but a win on the season series as well, as they finish with 3 out of 4 games against this opponent.
And Greg, this gives them some gloating room, if you will. It's a special win because
now we've gone cold.
3-1 against them.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance.
Houston's starting to take shots, but they're a little too late.
Good looks and really knock down big shots all game long.
It's Parker with the drive. Good on the shot. And the Spurs lead by 14.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight, but we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road win.
Crystal clearly. They came in here determined to steal this game, Greg. Their effort level, I thought, was outstanding.
Tony Parker gets fouled there.
And you know what? Very close to a 3-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the aggressive plays coaches love to see.
And Parker drops them both.
69-53 here in Houston.
19 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Now here's Barea, covered by Parker, and they're moving it up. It's rebounded by Thornton.
And that will be it, ladies and gentlemen. The Spurs win in Houston.
This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just
69-53, the final score.
Really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
David, what is it you like about the way this team is playing right now?
you know, we're just defending. I think we're playing together, making extra pass. Every NBA game is a different challenge, so again, we just got to come ready to compete. You know, guys are taking pride in their preparation.
David, thank you as always, guys. What a culture they've established here.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard. He put up a new season high tonight, and if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, he might top it. A big key to his team's victory here. What are your thoughts, Shaq?
I don't know what got into him tonight. He caught the scoring bug and was just pouring it in the paint. That's the kind of offense he's capable of delivering when he sets his mind to it.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
Alright guys, that wraps up the 59th game of the NBA season as the Spurs beat the Houston Rockets. 69-53 is your final score. Just a dominating second half performance by the Spurs. Dwight Howard, James Harden never got going. We kept them away. Kawhi Leonard with 26 points, 6 of 8 from three-point range, 10 of 14 from the field. 14 points. Danny Green with 7. Aldridge with 6. Patty Mills at 6. Ginobili with 2, just a little layup. Tim Duncan, 2 points. That's about it. I mean, it was a real quiet game. Kawhi Leonard was obviously the big story. We shot, 58% from the field. They shot 50%. But the three-pointers were the difference in this ballgame, ladies and gentlemen. Just points in the paint were almost pretty close to even. Bench points were even. The assist is always one of the things that I try to get going. Steals, we were the same. Blocks, we led. Not that many turnovers in this ballgame. We kept the turnovers on the minimum, and we were able to pull away and pick up the win. So, guys, that is it. That will wrap up this live stream of the 59th game of the NBA season. Stay tuned for the 60th game of the season as the Spurs take on the Detroit Pistons as we begin the March calendar here in NBA 2K16. I hope to see you there. Please visit my YouTube channel at HOWTONEVOLUTION. What did you think about the game today? Please subscribe. Check out all the great content on my YouTube channel. And enjoy the video. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you for the 60th game of the NBA season as the Spurs take on the Pistons. Oh, and as well, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to play me in NBA 2K16, send me a game invite, a friend request, a message to me at HOWTONEVOLUTION. I will try my best to get with you guys here in NBA 2K16. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you for the 60th game of the season as the Spurs look to win 4 in a row against the Detroit Pistons. I'll see you later. I love you guys, and have a great day.